So today we're going to look at the attack light system for the Axial SCX24 Jeep from MyTrickRC. And here is my Operation 11 Charlie Jeep JOU. A couple of upgrades on it. So we'll get right. Got some awesome stickers as always. Some cable management and the clip that will hold the light bar. We've got the attack headlights, dual amber for the front and dual reds for the rear. Got our connection that will go to the ESC, and then there is the running lights, and then the high powers are the blacks. If you ever get MyTrickRC stuff, make sure you remember that the blacks have more power going to them and they will burn out anything with your white clips. And everyone that I've seen, when he does it, the white goes to the white, the black goes to the black, but it does have regulators if you do need to step it down and use some whites on a black. So with this, look at our cable management items. So we've got a couple of pad eyes for the cable management later. Got our zip ties. We've got some 3M strips that will pull out that middle piece and they'll go around the headlight, go onto the front of the Jeep. And then, of course, another cool MyTrickRC. And this is where the light controller will mount. We'll clip it on here. Probably goes the opposite way, probably goes like this, and then that goes to the frame and will all stay in place. All right, now that we got that out of the way, let's find my handy dandy screw saver. I don't lose that. And the other one. Got that over there. And now we have access to all the parts and pieces. This is what will get mounted back over here. So we'll go from there. And then for the tail lights, just take my clippers here to a little sprue tree in the middle. Looks good. And that'll just go right up in there and get shoe glued. And the lights will go in there as well. And then probably do the same. My very first body I messed up and ended up learning about graffiti remover. It's a ready strip. It does pretty good. I tried some of the other suggested things and they clouded the body. This one did not. And so it just comes out as kind of a little foam. Follow the instructions, leave it on there for said period of time. So in this case, what I'm gonna do is just grab the body, grab a Q-tip, and get some of that foam. This body has a little bit of a design there that creates a channel around the lights so that you can see. I can just easily leave it in there and come back here in a few minutes and see its magic working. All right, so we're back. Let's see how this is doing. Perfect. Just pulling off the black and the yellow exactly as I was hoping. That'll reveal the sticker for me. Be a little careful there that I don't want to remove too much paint from the sides and end up with a different problem. There we go. Now let there be light. There's light. And let's see how this looks now. That's much better. And then I'll use some shoe goo. There's many options out there, but this is the one I'll use. Got a clear, and then I have a black shoe goo. And I'll use the black to help blend that in the body. But now I am gonna go wash this body off before I glue these in place. Those there, and let the body dry. I just rinsed it off. Went ahead and did the graffiti remover on the front headlights a little bit. That'll allow a little bit of bleed through. Get that over there. And get this in place. Position it just so. That should look good. So while we're waiting for that shoe goo to dry, got it all up in there and good. A little bit of bleed over, but I am not going to stress over it. When you go to take out these lights, if you haven't done this before, there's a little tab right there. And what you want to do is just release the pressure off that tab just a little bit and get it back into the frame. So you just release that a little bit, and then you can rock the light out of the current one without having to have a new connector. And then you'll be able to slide your new light into that spot. So there's the little tab connector. Do the same thing on the other side. Did a little playing around, searching on the internet, and found that the, let's see, R3, L2 are turn signal already set up on the ESC. So got the MyTrickRCs plugged into the headlight slot, and so then it can be controlled by channel 3. They are the attack headlights, but this makes them a lot dimmer. But I do like that I can turn them on and off as desired, and then got turn indicators there and turn indicators there. So I think I'll be making up a couple of extra lights for this. Haven't decided if I like ability to turn on headlights and on and off more than I like how bright they are underneath that. So if you look, that's its normal brightness plugged into the headlight spot. If I flip it around to put the pin in that way, you can just see how much brighter they are, but then I lose control without getting a aftermarket piece. So I mean, that's crazy bright. All right, so did a little bit off camera. We've got the lights mounted in there, and then just clip those on that double-sided tape. Went ahead and stuck just a little bit of clear shoe goo on those red LEDs. I'm going to leave it under the MyTrickRC configuration for right now without the turn signals, and then got the block mounted back here in the back, and then ran the ambers up to the bumper mounts for right now, and then I'll plug this in once I get the other wires routed. And I do have straight line bumper extenders on here that help a little bit with the wire routing, and then mentioned I think previously these little wings right here that just help with some additional suspension travel. And that's it. But the cool thing is now that that top two channels, CL R3 and CL L2, can be used as turn signals if I want to go even more scale later and maybe do a Pico sized LED over here in the corner, and wire up some different things for the back. Right now this is just a Operation 11 Charlie. We got your 6 supporting our veterans. All right, grab the other one. See if I can repeat this again. There we go. And get that in there, not too tight. All right, that should work. And then the way the instructions of MyTrickRC had it was amber and then red, and they are slotted so you know which way they go. One way, and then we'll get the high beams. Let's do one coil there just to help with the cable management. Slide that one in, and then get our remote on, plug in a battery, and power it up. Some of those cables out of the way, and let's see how it looks. Yeah, I like the tail light. Liking how that looks for the Operation 11 Charlie SCX24 Jeep.